Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Limmel. Wanted to do a video here on Tesla. We've had this in our trading service multiple times over the last year or so, and we have another opportunity coming up here. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tips. Okay, just to give you a cycle breakdown in the cup. We had a Cat 3 setup coming in August, September this year, TM8 cycle. You can see the price squeeze actually came in off the lows right here off the middle cycle, the Cat 2 cycle, TY1 cycle. So you had a higher low off this cycle than this first cycle low, TM4 cycle here. And so you got the subsequent cycle, the TM8 cycle, with a higher low on the pullback there. So you get a price squeeze coming in. And as you can see, it resolved northward with the election results. Elon's working pretty close with the Trump administration, so investors are seeing that as pretty positive. Now the momentum on the breakout, that was about 0.69 BMI. Now we're going to get a TSS set. We actually should have one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a TD3 cycle right here, and it's just peaking its that little wick out of there. But I would not be surprised to see a 1 to 2 day pullback. A lot of times when you get that 5 to 7 plus cycle set, you're going to get a couple days pullback inside of that. And if that's the case, especially if it's not too shallow, a breakout of a 2-bar high would work, especially if there's a 2-bar dip in there. Otherwise, above these pivot highs with a stop below here. So it looks pretty solid. We have despite that big gain, if you want to come off this low right here, again about 69%, and despite that pretty quickly got up to the original pivot high. So I would not be surprised to see this over $400 before the end of the year, especially up near that pivot over here, that 410 to 419 pivot there. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bigkundentradingclub.club/lingo. So scrolling back out to look at the big picture, you can see the highs right there in 2021. Again, a little bit over 400. If we get outside of that, blue sky above, this is one of the premier stocks in the market. You know, this was a deep retrace. Went from 400 plus. Yeah, they had a stock split, but you know, split adjusted, got down to $100 or so. So it wasn't the best consolidation, a lot of selling off that peak right there, but overall recovered pretty well. And by the time we worked out Cat 3, we're not too far off that original pivot. So again, we get above this these highs right here. This thing can really rocket over the next few years, especially with all the news they have in the pipeline with the Optimus robots, robo-taxis, full self-driving cars, etc. So they have a lot in the works. This is just a phenomenal company. Will probably be one of the most valuable companies in the world here in the next several years. So again, I would just suggest looking for the dip back below this 5 to 7 plus TSS if you get one. Otherwise, break out of these highs right here, stop below here, and should be a good ride. If you're interested in our trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtraining.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.